I'm going to introduce my guy, my brother, coming here to the stage. I want to talk to him, Mr. Samie Parker.
What's going on, JD? How you doing?
Oh, SP, what's up, brother? What's going down, man?
What's going on, baby? Appreciate you having me on, man. The Chiefs concern, man, in the dungeon.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, absolutely, man. Listen, I told, like you heard me talking about to the fans and whatnot, man. I mean, you gracing your presence here, getting on the show. I've talked to Eric and whatnot, and I was like, man, we got to have SP on at some point. Okay, we got to. It's somebody that knows anything about football, somebody that knows everything about receiving, somebody knows everything about scoring touchdowns, things about offenses, high-power offenses. You was part of one, of course, being here with the Chiefs, the things we did, man. But not only that, you just playing football, SP, but also, too, as being a college coach, okay? And you've been doing that for a number of years. Like I was telling the people on here, man, we've been on opposite sidelines, seeing each other, talking it up, chopping it up a little bit. And, we just talking ball. Obviously, talking about the young talent that's coming in
Yes,
to
sir.
the NFL and things that we see out there, man. But what's going on with you, bro? Hey, tell the people, man, what you doing? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. Obviously, new, right? Just got to Delaware State, right? HBCU out in Delaware with Deshaun Jackson, right? So we got a plethora of NFL talent on our staff right now. I think we got over 60 years of NFL talent on our deal, on our staff right now. And looking forward to, building these guys up and, kind of helping them push to the next level, like I did before, developing, young men. Recently had a kid that I have been training in the Kansas City area, just got drafted by the Texans, and I think the third round, Jalen Noel. So it was huge, seeing that guy, kind of been working him with since the 8th grade, to kind of see where he's at now. It's been amazing, right? And being able to, coach some other guys that are now playing NFL. Luke McCaffrey, coached them at Rice, and a couple other guys that I had that are now playing professional football. So just trying to develop these guys, man, and build their character on and off the field, right? To show them and tell them what what's going to take to get to that next level.
Absolutely, my brother. So give us some of your nuggets that you're telling these guys, man, what it takes to get it to the NFL. I mean, you just ran down some names of some dudes that are very talented, no question about it. That's why they're in the league right now. Obviously, you've done your part to get them to where they need to get to, and it took part of your coaching for them to get there. So give me a quick rundown, brother, of what you tell these guys, what the NFL is all about and what they need to do to get there to the next level.
Man, obviously, I think the biggest thing is holding them to a high standard, right? Not letting them get away with the little stuff. And trying to get them to, alleviate having those, excuses and problems and things of that nature that I might have went through, or, other guys that I know might have went through, right? Trying to, help them, grow every day, right? And then just kind of pushing them, pushing that envelope. I think that's the biggest thing, just, holding them to a high standard and, telling them, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, especially, at that next level, you know what I mean? From showing up late to meetings and things of that nature and, bear crawling and stuff, doing that right now. But at the NFL, they taking your money or they, sending you home, and I tell them, about a time that, being in Kansas City, how, you got to be consistent, making plays every single day. Because if you don't, you'll be out of there in no time. And, just kind of telling them stories of, how I had one year, I had a different guy in the locker next to me, a receiver every week for 17 weeks. You know what I mean? Telling them how, that revolving door comes and comes and goes every day. So you got to be on your P's and Q's at all times. So there's no lacking off. You got to, play at a high standard and, and just keep pushing them. And obviously, and congratulating them at the same time, tough love.
Yeah. And they need all of that. And look, one thing I love about that, SP, is, for us, it's been there before. And I did the same approach, man, is we're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're not. We know what it takes to be in the NFL, the things that teams look at, your coaches look at for you to get you on the field. One thing, man, I tell people this all the time, man, when I first got into the league, I took some of my bad habits I had from college with me. I did. And so part of the things that I had to do is I had to grow up immediately, but I had a great cast of guys that was in front of me, that surrounded me, because when I got to Philly, man, I started. But it took guys that played 13 years, 10 years, tell me like, look, man, JD, this is how it is. This is how this thing works. Like you're the one, you're the heir apparent, you're taking this thing over, but there's things that's required of you. There's the way that you had to be able to work.
Right.
And so, man, believe me, man, I took all of that in, man. I soaked it all in because I knew the dudes were telling me the truth. I knew that they wanted the best for me. And so we know that in this league, it's all about competition, but also too, man, what we want to be able to do is we don't make sure guys are successful. We want that for them, right? And so, hey, man, look, we all going out there. We all trying to make money. We're all trying to play. But ultimately, you know, we talk about the team aspect of things, but you talked about building character. Character is one of those things that is important. And so what I want to talk to you about right now is this wide receiver group, okay, for the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, we talked about kind of character. There's an older guy, if you will, that's got a lot of experience in Juju Smith-Schuster.
Come on, man, from the hometown, man, Long Beach Poly. You know how we do it, man. So he from the baller high school, man. That's what we do. We produce NFL players, man.
That's what it is. That's what it is. So, man, hey, right out there from where you from, man, out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about, you know, Juju, but also too, just not his role, but give me just an encompassing thing that you think about this wide receiver group that you have out here, man.
Man, I think it's going to be special. I think with a lot of the talent that we have coming back, right? Just kind of getting fat, getting ready to see how Rashee Rice comes back, right? You know, obviously that injury that he had last year, you know what I'm saying? Can he get back to his old self, what he produced for us the first year? Xavier Worthy, right? Speed kills, you know what I'm saying? He's a dynamic guy. We can get the ball in his hands any kind of way, whether it's thrown to him or handed to him. Obviously, we've seen a lot of those, you know what I'm saying, different type of plays and ways to get that guy the ball because we know he can be special, right? Then obviously you got Juju, who's a guy who's been around the league for a long time. You know, he had his run when he was in Pittsburgh with the Steelers. And, you know, he hasn't really, I don't want to say played up to standard, right? But, you know what I'm saying, when he got in, you know what I'm saying, he was able to make those plays that we needed, you know what I'm saying, some of the clutch moments. But at the same time, like we still can get, I think we can get, if we can get some more production out of him, you know what I'm saying, gladly appreciate it, right? The stuff that he did in Pittsburgh was, you know what I'm saying, amazing, right? If we get some of that stuff that he was doing on the other side of AB, you know, on, you know what I'm saying, with the rest of the guys that we got, I think it'll be special, right? And obviously Hollywood Brown, I think when I went there last year during OTAs or mini camp or something like that. I was able to see him in action before obviously getting hurt and had to miss, you know what I'm saying, those 5-6 games that he missed, right? I think that kind of threw off a little bit of the connection that him and Pat had when I was there. I seen, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that him and Pat was doing was really special. And I was like, man, that's dope. You know what I mean? And looking forward to him having a great season. And I was, you know what I'm saying, ready to, you know what I'm saying, see the production he was going to have for us and obviously getting hurt. So that kind of threw a little monkey wrench in the system. And so I know, you know what I'm saying, he's going to be able to bring some, you know what I'm saying, stuff back to the table for us. Then you got who else we got over there? Jalen, the guy that we just drafted, Jalen Royals, right?
That's right.
Him, you know, he did some good stuff. Obviously, being I think his junior year he have a lot more production compared to what he did this last season. But I mean, he missed 5 games and still had over 800 yards, right, this past season. So I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying, this guy's a dynamic guy with the ball in his hand, and, you know what I'm saying, be able to get some runner to catch. And you know what I'm saying, he's a versatile guy. He can play inside, he can play outside. And I think that's kind of what we need. You know what I'm saying, some people that we can move around. And obviously, I think with the system that we have, we put the playmakers in the right position, you know what I'm saying, to get the ball. And then we had who else? Justin Ross. Definitely want to see what he's going to bring to the table. Obviously, you know what I'm saying.
So SP, I don't know if you noticed, but we just released Justin Ross, man. They let Justin Ross go, man. But hey, this is what the NFL is all about, right? He was holding on for a long time, and then all of a sudden, I guess he wanted his release because he wasn't really getting on the field, and especially with everybody you talked about just now, right? Every cat that you just spoke about was probably one of the reasons that precipitated this. It was just like, oh man, look, wait a minute, hold on. I had dudes out here that didn't have the cachet of these other guys that just got in.
Right.
We drafted a dude. Right. Now all of a sudden we got, you know, Rashee Rice is back, Hollywood Brown is back. You know, now the room is looking crowded a little bit now.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah. So
We still got Sky, right? We still got Sky.
Still got Sky, man. Yeah, still got Sky, man.
We need Sky to get out there and get some production then, because
that's right.
Obviously, he did a lot of great stuff at I believe it was Western Michigan. I believe it was.
Yep, that's right.
He had he had a great career there. So now we need to, definitely get some of that production and, some of that big playmaking ability that he had there, here in Kansas City, right? Obviously, we have some special guys on our team right now, and we got a special guy that's, being able to get the ball out there to those guys, right? I mean, obviously, the biggest receiver that we have is, obviously Kelsey, right?
That's right.
He's pretty much what, Tony Gonzalez was, when I was there. He's the number one receiver, right?
That's right.
Our tight end was our tight end, always been our number one receiver. And then we have a lot of, just a lot of playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. So, at the end of the day, like, we got to share the rock, and we have a lot of receivers, and then obviously the running backs, and I think we just loaded. The biggest thing is, to keep Pat up, upright and have him, obviously, he does some good stuff with his legs, but if we can keep him in the pocket and let him, be special what he does, that's going to be special for us.
Yeah, man. Look, all those things you just said, no doubt about it. Look, I watched Travis Kelce. I was watching the video of him out on the field. So he lost 25 pounds, supposedly, right? Lost 25 pounds. Meaning he probably picked some up during the offseason. You know what I'm saying? Probably he's having a little bit more fun. Traveling the world with Taylor Swift, chilling out a little bit. But what ended up happening is, he loses 25 pounds, man. He looks slim. He looks smooth. He looks like, I don't want to say the old Travis Kelce, you know what I'm saying? Because he's always been productive. He's always been doing that. But he does look like a guy that is still having fun, SP. Let me put it that way, right? When you put that time in the league, man, he still looks like a dude that enjoys what he's doing it, balling with his boys, of course, out there. I seen Patrick Mahomes jump on his back when they first seen each other. Obviously, them two are partners through this whole thing. But I like you said, Travis Kelce is going to be still the number one receiver. I know Rashee Rice is a guy he's coming back. He's going to probably miss a few games. We still got to figure that whole thing out with him. Right. But like you said, Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Royals. I mean, we talk about Sky. A lot of people don't like talking about Sky, but I'm always one of those. I'm like, look, the dude's been out there. He's staying on the team for a reason. The Chiefs ain't got to keep him. They don't have to. They could have got rid of him if they didn't find nothing in him.
They got Nico out there too, man. Nico, he was doing some good stuff.
Remigio.
Man, Nico doing some good stuff.
That's facts.
Dynamic guy. Obviously giving some, giving some value in the return game. And, at the end of the day, that was, I think that was a role that they were looking for Sky to, kind of be inserted in. But I think Nico's came in and did a phenomenal job. Giving some big playability in the special teams game, and also, when he get his opportunities on offense, he's taking full advantage of that stuff as well.
That's right. No doubt, I agree with everything you just said. So, man, I'm gonna ask you a little bit, because you were just talking about the offense, right? And, we talked a little bit earlier. I was saying, like, look, the Chiefs, what are they going to be doing during camp? What do you think this offense is going to look like? What do you think the system's going to be? Because I said, look, we know. Look, we like throwing RPOs. We like throwing little slants. We like giving the 5 yards, get the yak yards after it. But I think this is kind of the reinvigorating part of, like, pushing the ball down the field. Since the Chiefs wasn't really doing a lot of that, right? It's like, hey, man, 5 yards, it didn't, get gone. That's what it was.
Right.
What do you think it's going to look like right now, man, coming back? I think everybody didn't like the offense for the past, at least last year, probably the year before. Didn't look sexy enough, right? Didn't look like
what does sexy look like? I thought sexy was winning, right? Winning ball game. We went to the Super Bowl again. I mean, besides winning it, there would be a lot of people who would have loved to have been in that same, that situation. Obviously, pushing the ball down the field is good, for every now and then. But obviously, everybody's, getting back because they know that, we have, so much speed on our team. So obviously they're gonna try to, take away those, deep shots and things of that nature. So we got to dink and dunk, right, and give it to our guys. Our guys are special enough to make guys miss and break tackles, and obviously, find their way to the end zone, because we've been doing it for years, right? I think. I think that I think we have a lot of, a lot of playmakers that, can make things happen for us. But when we get a chance to take our shots, I mean, you can see that we do those. We definitely take those shots. And I think, you know what I'm saying, we low key got a 4x1 track team out there. You know, so with all the guys running 4-4 or better, right? I mean, why wouldn't you back up, right? I mean, at this point, you know what I mean, keeping those guys underneath you because you know Xavier Worthy they're gonna take the top off. You know, Reid Rice gonna take the top off. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying? So now getting the ball in the end zone and winning football games, I think that's the biggest thing. You know what I mean? I would rather go home happy with us, you know what I'm saying, having a win than us throwing and having 5 50-yard passes and not putting those balls in the end zone and not winning those ball games, right? I think the wins are the, you know what I'm saying, the bigger part of it. But obviously, you know what I'm saying, we would love to see some stuff, but you know, our QB definitely brings magic to the table for us every day. You know what I'm saying? With his sidearm diving passes, behind the back, all, you know what I mean, stuff that he brings to the table. So it's some excitement there. But at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, win is a win. We got to figure out how we, you know what I'm saying, we just definitely got to keep doing that, winning ball games. And I mean, like I said, if we want to throw long shots and, you know what I'm saying, come up empty-handed with an L, I mean, I'm not gonna be happy. I don't know about everybody else.
Now, I don't think everybody's gonna be happy, man, with the L. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about the thing. The main thing is the main thing. Remember, that's what we used to hear and talk about all the time, man. It's the wins. That's what you want to do. Getting over to the championship, getting you another, you know, Lombardi. That's the main thing. And so, however that looks, however you slice it, how everybody, you know, plays it out, that's what has to happen. I think for me, what I watched over the past couple of years, SP, and you know, your opinion on this, because what we've seen is teams start to drop 7, right, in coverage. 7 in coverage, maybe even 8. Sometimes you've seen that against, you know, the Bengals. Against 7, man, what's some of your remedies to some of that? When you see dropping 7, you may see, you know, double covered Kelsey. Somebody's got to be open. What would you necessarily run different than this offense that what it looks like right now? Okay, this is your expertise. Your wide receiver, man.
Obviously, they're dropping 7, so obviously the box is a little lighter. So just depending, you know, saying on down the distance, right? They're dropping 7. Obviously, we should be able to block that up in the run game, and get some good, you know, set some good runs in. But then also, I think that's kind of where the RPO game come in, because now with Pacheco, I think, you know what I'm saying, people are, I would say, they're fearing him. And then we got, is Hunt still with us? I got to catch back that.
I'm still with it. Yeah, for sure.
So we got some horses back there that's, you know, that can really poke that pill, right? So we definitely, you know what I'm saying, can run the ball. Obviously, just depending on the situation, down the distance. And then obviously, you know, if we need to throw some, you know, throw the ball down the field, it's going to be more like some of those digs and things of that nature, right? Because now they're backing up so deep, right? We got to take advantage of, you know, the dinks and dunks, right? To be able to, you know, get some run into the catch, right? So I think that's, you know, going to be big for us. But you know, at the end of the day, like, we just got to take it, you know, take what they're giving us, right? And once that happens, you know, then something got to give. They got to jump back, you know, and try to stop that, and then that's when the big shots probably come in and play.
Okay. All well said. You know, I look at some of the things we run offensively. We don't run a whole lot of digs. We don't run a lot of overs, you know, trying to find, you know, spots. You know, just kind of trying to open up, you know, everything, at least, you know, taking that intermediate part of the offense, you know, and exploit it on teams. This question right here from Lawrence Zingsler said, JD and Sammy, what do you think about Taquan Thornton's opportunity to make this team? So
I think everybody's gonna have an opportunity, right? But obviously, you know what I'm saying, obviously we got our heavy hitters who are at the top, our Reid Rice, our Xavier Worthy, our Hollywood Brown. I think those are gonna, you know what I'm saying, kind of be the staples. But then obviously, like I said, Juju's gonna be a guy, you know, a big play guy who could come in and, you know, that kind of spare some of these guys, because we don't really have no bigger body type receiver. He's kind of thick. I think Juju's, you know, saying that possession type guy, but obviously has the, you know, saying, like in high school, Juju played literally, if you want to stop our high school, all you do is wherever Juju's at, that's where the ball was going. Juju played quarterback, Juju played running back, Juju played receiver. So, you know what I mean, he was dynamic with the ball in his hand, however you want to get it to him. So same thing now, right? You know what I'm saying? He catches it, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna make a guy miss. He's, you know what I'm saying, he's you know what I'm saying, he's been a part of, you know what I'm saying, contact, so he's not afraid of contact and things of that nature. But yeah, I think that guy definitely has a, you know what I'm saying, he has a chance to make the team. But obviously it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be in the role, you know what I'm saying, and does he want to, you know what I'm saying, does he want to play his role? Obviously, you know what I'm saying, everybody's gonna get opportunity. You just gotta make sure you take full advantage of it when it comes.
There you go. That's right. That's right. You know, I've just said that about Juju, man. Juju's been just a solid piece of what he's been able to do. And at toward the end of the year, we start throwing some balls to him. Why? Because he's a reliable piece. And it's like, you know what? You don't have to come in. You don't have to look to try to get 6 or 7 balls every game. But Juju, hey, if he's open, Pat gonna get the ball to him. I mean, that's what he does, man. He facilitates the ball to the guys that's open. And that's what one thing I love about Pat in this offense is because it's just not, you don't just sit on one guy.
Right.
You just don't know. You know, it's everybody. Like you said, a running back. You know, you could throw it, you know, to the tight end. You know, wide receiver get open. Get the slot guy. Let him get, you know, get joking. You know, shaking a little bit on some things. But man, I think, man, as far as like its offense, man, it's going to really show defenses that we're serious. We're serious, man. So what do you project, man? Do you think we're going to be a top 5 offense? What do you put us at as far as like looking over?
Definitely going to be a top offense. I think. I mean, we got so many weapons. I mean, especially we get Reid back. I think that's going to, you know what I'm saying, help take us over the end. And then, you know, I mean, our younger guys, you know what I'm saying, get more seasoned in the game. And, you know, and our coaching staff, I'm pretty sure they came up more ways to get our guys the ball. Obviously, they come up with new trickery, you know what I'm saying, week in and week out. So definitely, you know what I'm saying, looking forward to seeing what, you know, Coach Reid and, you know what I'm saying, those guys put together. Yeah.
All right. So, man, what we're going to do, man, we're going to switch gears a little bit. Okay, SP. All right. Because we talk about training camp here, right? You know, and y'all guys, y'all right in the works. Y'all getting everything kind of already, you know, ramped up there at Delaware State, man. You up there with what's the name of it? Head coach.
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson, them guys, man.
And he went to Long Beach Poly as well. So I'm trying to tell you, this is where the playmakers make plays at, man.
I hear you. Well, I'm glad they got you up there, right? Because they now not only him, but you got a legit guy also too that you're doing up there, man. Y'all legit. Y'all legit.
We got running back coach Clinton Portis.
Okay. Wow.
We got Eugene Chung, offensive line coach, played first round Hall of Famer out of Virginia Tech, played with the Eagles, right? Well, played with the Patriots, sorry. Then he coached with the Eagles and the Chiefs, right? Now he's here with us. Who else we got? Martin Bayless, longtime guy who, you know what I'm saying, coach, played, did some administration, like that in the NFL. We got Donovan Warren, also went to Long Beach Poly, went to Michigan, got a chance to play in the league as well. Man, we just loaded, man. A lot of NFL. Our offensive coordinator, Nemo Washington, last 2 years with the Cleveland Browns. So I mean, we loaded with, you know what I'm saying, offensive, you know, offense. I mean, just like coaching firepower. So we're looking forward to, you know what I'm saying, putting all this stuff together, man, and you know what I'm saying, obviously turning some things around, man, and making a splash. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Delaware State.
Okay, shout out to him, Delaware State, man. We're gonna be watching y'all seriously. We know now we see the star cast of guys that we have, right? Coaching staff. So we're looking for big wins, man. We're looking for big wins.
Definitely, man. Turn this thing around, man. They've been 1-10, 1-11 the last 2 years. So definitely look forward to, you know what I'm saying, turning this thing around, man, and, you know what I'm saying, making a splash.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's all about personnel, man, and you know, getting the guys recruited, the right people in, but also too, you all that understand what it takes to win. That's going to do a whole lot, man, for the guys that's there. They're going to be ready to run through a brick wall. I mean, that's just what it is, right? That's what it's just going to be.
Yeah.
So, man, let me ask you, man, the camp stories. You got any camp stories, man, you want to tell everybody, man? Tell me your mindset when you first got to Kansas City, camp, what it was all about to you, and then give me a nice camp story, okay?
Getting to Kansas City, man, we traveled to Wisconsin, River Falls. My camp was at. Man, it was definitely, you know what I'm saying, a whirlwind. But I think the biggest thing I could remember was being tied to the goalpost, right, and pour Gatorade on, right. I think that was one of the things, man, and it was freezing cold, right. That was, you know, I mean, obviously a little Ricky prank, you know what I'm saying. It was like, hey, make sure you get to the meeting on time. Ain't nobody helping us get off the pole. We tied up with tape. Gatorade is, you know what I mean, is tough, right? So I think that was, you know what I'm saying, obviously, you know what I'm saying, a camp story. And then obviously everybody seeing the Hard Knock stuff. So seeing those guys out from Fort Wayne, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Oh my gosh. Yo. that is still a classic for real. Like that is.
I just literally this 2 days ago, my players, sent sent it to me in the group text like, "Coach, is this you? What is going on?" I was started rolling, man. But nah, it was great, man. And just being around a great group of players. I mean, had a lot of, experience and, kind of helped me out, right? And just being around a veteran group of guys. A lot of those guys, some of those guys in the Hall of Fame now. So being able to, be there with those guys, man, it was huge. And having those guys take me under their wing and, guide me in the right direction, man, it's been a whirlwind. But then just, I think now just seeing, where they at now back in the Kansas, closer enough to Kansas City, for those guys to travel back and forth. It's a little bit cooler in that area as well. So, but it's definitely cool, man, because I got a chance to do training camp with the Chiefs as a coach, So being on the other side of it as well as being a player and then also being the coach at the NFL level. So I got a chance to, my first NFL training camp experience was with Tyreek and those guys. Also been see him grow and from being a running back to where he's at, athletically, having all the skill set and then kind of seeing what he's grown to now has been huge. Jeremy Maclin, Anthony Thomas, a lot of those guys were there. Coach Kobe gave me a chance, and Coach Reid, gave me a chance to bring in and kind of learn from those guys. Eric Enemy was there, so got a chance to see a lot of different things and see what that coaching side was like. It's been a hit ever since then. Taking some of the stuff that I learned there and applying it to what I'm doing now.
There you go, man. Look, I'm looking for you, man, to be on in the league, man. They need to have you. They need you. So it's one thing kind of getting there, man. But they need to create some room for you, SP. They need some room, man, to get you on up there, man. Hey, me, man. I'm always going to politic for my guys. That's what it's going to be. Absolutely. So right here, man, somebody got a question for you. Samie, what is the hardest hit you ever received in the NFL? The game was more violent when you played.
Man, I would probably say we played, it wasn't even really like a hit like that, but I would probably say we playing St. Louis. We're playing the Rams in Arrowhead. I think it was a preseason game. I think I scored that game as well, but I was running. I think I caught like a shallow cross and I was running and I thought I was closer than I actually was. And I thought I was bigger than I actually was. Right. I think I was at the 5-yard line and I tried to jump over the top. I thought the dude was going to go low for me for some reason. I don't know why. Over the top and he caught me midair and just power drive me into the ground. And it wasn't tough. I mean, at the end of the day, it looked worse than what it was. My adrenaline was going so much too. I was excited, in the moment. And, and I was like, after I thought about it, I was like, man, what was I thinking? I was only 180, ain't nobody low bridge me. I can see that. We not the same size, JD. So, for them to hit, hit you and hit me is two different things. So they probably going for your knees. They fit me up.
Yeah. But I would always think they would go up top with me. We ain't doing the big fella. We going down low. We shoot, spring, and tackle you all day.
Yeah. So I jumped in the air. He caught me midair and the power drive me. So that was probably the hardest hit. And then I don't know. I got put on. What was that? Shoot, man. Was that you got jacked up before one time?
Oh yeah.
We played Miami, but it wasn't the hit wasn't even hard. I was cutting back and the dude caught me while I was cutting back. So he was he took me to the ground. So it wasn't as as tough. It wasn't a hard hit, but it made it on TV.
I got you. Oh man. Good stuff right there. Good stuff, brother. Man, so you got a little bit more time? I know you said you got to run, man. I know you got 2 minutes.
I got 2 more. I got 2 more minutes. I'm running a little bit late. Let's get it.
That's what's up, man. So I'll tell you what, man. You got anything else, man, that you want to add just to the conversation? Maybe what you see the Chiefs projecting, what you think their win-loss record might be this year. You said some names, man. Talking about Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill wasn't happy in Miami last year. He wasn't happy.
Bring him back now.
I'm saying, man, SP, he was looking at the camera. He was saying, look, man.
Bring him, Tyreek, come on.
Yeah.
We got space for you, man. Come on back home, man. You know where it's at.
Hey, man, he looked like he was witness protection. He's like, look, I ain't going to say what I need to say, but y'all know, y'all can tell my face how I'm feeling about this.
Come on back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what do you think, man, projection for the Chiefs? What do you think right now? What do you think they're going to finish up with? Who do you think
we're going back to the Super Bowl. It don't even matter. We're going back to the Super Bowl once again, man. I think, like I said, man, a lot of the firepower that we have. And then I seen somebody ask about the safety situation. I think Jaden Hicks. I think he played well last year, right? He was on their rookie, so I think he's gonna step up. And obviously, you know what I'm saying, we gonna try to find somebody else. But I think that he did a great job as a rookie last year. So I think he's going to step up and make some more plays. I got a chance to work with him when I was at Washington State. Him and what's my guy name? Paper Cup. We call him Paper Cup. Jalen Watson. So I got a chance to work with both of those guys when I worked at Washington State. So you know what I'm saying, seeing those guys and be able to root for those guys. You know what I'm saying, being that I got, you know what I'm saying, work with those guys at the college level. Now seeing them playing at a professional level has been, you know what I'm saying, dope. Especially being able to cheer for them, you know what I'm saying, every week.
All right. Well, Jalen Watson, man, we're looking for him to take over that second position out there at corner to be the guy. I know he had the injury last year, but now, you know, if he's healthy, I think he's one of those that could definitely compete for that second spot. Fulton's out right now, but Jalen Watson, man, since he came in, he's shown, man, that he's a dog. He's got that in him. Why y'all call him Paper Cups? Let me ask that question.
That was a social media name. That was
okay.
That was social media name he had. So
I got you. Thought there was a story there behind it.
Remember the social media. Nah. I ain't trying to say he's solving that like that. That was just his name on social media.
Look. Hey, maybe just like drinking stuff out of paper cups. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes back be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, give me the paper cup. I don't want the plastic. Give me the paper cup. That's what I want, right? So, you know,
but he had a dope story too, man. If y'all ever get a chance, man, just look at the story that he had and stuff that he went through. You know, from working at McDonald's, he was supposed to go to USC out of high school. Something happened. He didn't get to work there. Worked at McDonald's, and somehow they found a way to get him eligible. And all of a sudden, now he went JUCO, got eligible, and went to the Washington State. Played there for a year or two. Now in the league. So listen to his story, man. If y'all get a chance, definitely check that story out, man. On his journey to where he got to. But it's definitely dope, man. And like JD, like I said, man, I appreciate you having me on, man. And Chief King, I appreciate y'all for, for the love.
Hey, man, look, you got people out here, man, talking about the Ducks right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, talking about they love, man, stopping by Samie, man. And I'm telling you what, SP, man, I appreciate you so much. And I told you, we're going to have a good time. This can't be the last one we have, man. You got to come back out here at some point, man, talk about where the Chiefs are at. You know, what they look like. I told you, man, I'm going to try to get up there sometime, man. I'm going to try to stop in over at Delaware State, man, see what y'all doing. Because my boy is actually, he's over there at Lincoln University. So, do y'all have Lincoln University? Are they in y'all?
No, they not, man. Just come out October 30th, man. Come out October 30th. Come to meet us at the link, man.
Okay. All right.
Going down. We play Michael Vick them October 30th at the link.
Ooh, okay. All right.
You can go get it. You can get a 2-for-1 right there, man.
Here we go. That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
Take the Eagle facility out at, you know what I'm saying, once upon a time where you can check Coach out. I know exactly talk about Vernon Dean, right?
Vernon. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, come on, locked in, man. Stop playing. I know what you're talking about. You can go check him out. Check us out.
Yeah.
We got Willie Powell coming down. He just texted me yesterday. He said he coming out.
Willie? Where's Willie at?
Willie, he's out in Dallas right now. He's doing some training. His son is an elite receiver right now, 2026. He's going to graduate next year. He's already committed to Michigan.
Wow.
So really doing some good stuff. He got, you know what I'm saying, his kid out there balling. He's committed to Michigan right now. But Willie hit me up, said he's going to come out. So we're going to run into him. And, you know what I'm saying, I told him I love the support and stuff like that, man. So, like I said, man, I appreciate y'all, man. And we're going to get it going.
Man, SP, man, I appreciate it, man. Giving us your time, just coming out here, man. Like I said before, man, just blessing us with your presence, man, and all your knowledge and information. But also, too, what everybody's seeing is the lives that you touch. The guys that's getting into the NFL now that you've been a part of. You know, the guys even coming up here to the Chiefs during that time, doing training camp, summer camp, man. I know those guys was listening to you, because you got a lot of good stuff to give. But I just appreciate you, man. I love you, brother. Like I said, man, I'm going to get up there, come see you, come holler at you, man. So the boys are sitting there saying, man, holler at JD. So, yeah, don't get a stranger, brother. All right. I know y'all won't get big up there at Delaware State. So if I come knocking on the door, man, hey, let your boy in. All right, let your boy in.
Like the kingdom, man. We about to turn this thing up, man. I gotta give me some more Chief gear when they be walking around all those Eagle stuff around here. I gotta give me a couple, a couple more Chief items, man, so I can, rock That's around right. here. They always wearing this Eagle stuff, so they wouldn't let me live that down when they won a Super Bowl. But I'm telling you, we bouncing back.
That's right. No doubt about it, my brother. No doubt about it, man. So, man, I appreciate it. Like I said before, SP, you know what I'm saying? So like y'all go up here, man, hold everything down. Man, I will get back in contact with you soon. Hey, give them hell. I know what it is up there, yes, man. Sir. Get them guys right. Get them ready, SP. So
yes, sir. Appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. Everybody to the show, man. Here it is, Samie Parker, you guys. All right. Love to see you. Catch you later, SP.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.